In this video, I'm going to show you the best Turo settings to optimize your utilization, possibly even 2x your bookings. But before I jump into the video, for the people that are new to the channel, my name is Camry. I live here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I've been doing Turo for about a year now. I currently have 6 vehicles, and most of my vehicles that I currently have are all cash cars, and I'm the youngest all-star host in my city. And on this channel, I'll talk about the behind the scenes of running a Turo car rental journey, and I also give you guys that are new to Turo some tips and tricks, help walk you guys through the process of getting started on Turo. If that's something that you're interested in and want something that you want to see, feel free to subscribe to the channel and like this video and leave a comment down below if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Now, let's get right into the best settings for Turo. So first, we're going to take a look at host settings. So if you go to your vehicles and then it should pop up all your listings, and then you go to host settings to the right. I brought you guys here to show you guys the pickup and return hours. So I put mine on always available, which means that people can book your car at any point, any period of the day. It can be 2 in the morning or 5 in the afternoon, it doesn't matter. But everybody's different. Every scenario is different. This is completely up to you and what you're comfortable with doing. So now we're going to go to the actual settings for the vehicles. Right now we're just going to go based off my Kia Forte that I have listed. So we're going to start out with the pricing and discounts. I do have all my vehicles on automatic pricing. I know some people don't like the automatic pricing because sometimes it can put your vehicle too low. It can put the price too low or too high to where you don't get booked. Me personally, I like the automatic pricing because when it's slow season or peak season, Turo will automatically adjust your price based off the market and if a lot of cars are getting booked in the area. To me, that helps a lot and that saves a lot of time, so you don't have to always consistently look at other people's vehicles and see the average prices and stuff like that. So what I do to kind of help with the prices not going too low or too high, you just put a minimum price right here. You can put a minimum price and a maximum price. So it gives you a recommended price, but most of the time that recommended price is way too low. I would never even think about putting this car out for $36 a day. I know in some markets that's okay, but in this market, I would never do that. So I have my minimum price at $55 a day. So you just have to, feel for your market and see what other cars are available for their price, and then you pretty much match that price or go like $1 or $2 lower to be competitive. And then the max price is just like what the price will be on like holidays or weekends when there's some type of event going on. So pretty much self-explanatory. And then custom pricing. Basically, if you want to change your price for a specific day, say it's a weekend where a sports game is happening, depending on your city, or a concert that's really big, you can up your prices a little higher for the demand that comes into your city and wants to book some vehicles. So like I said, that's completely self-oriented with your location and who you are and how you run your operation. So that's just what custom pricing is. But next on here, we have last minute boost price. For the last minute boost price, that basically is when somebody books your vehicle last minute within a couple hours before they actually need the vehicle. So say for instance, it's 12 p.m. and they need a vehicle for 3 p.m. That's considered a last minute booking. And the price that I increased my bookings by on the last minute bookings is it's just 5%. Just to compensate for you having to hassle around and trying to get that car ready and stuff like that. So 5% should be 100% fine. Me personally, I get a lot of last minute bookings. I know everybody's different. And then next, we're gonna look at the discounts. This is one of the more important categories. So for my 3-day discount, I don't have a 3-day discount because 3 days is not a very long time. That's not too much to incentivize. In the week discount, I do 5%. And in the 2-week discount, I do 15%. And then for the 1 month discount, I do 30%, and the 2 months and so forth, I do 30%. It's kind of rare that you will get a 1 month and 2 month booking straightforward like all at once, because most people don't have $2,000 to just drop on a rental car. If you do, hey, let me borrow something, but they don't. Not everybody can do that. So, and then next, we have the early bird discount, and I do not have an early bird discount. I had it on before and I didn't really notice a difference in booking, so I don't really think the 7-day discount is necessary. So next, let's go to location and delivery. So this setting is also a little personalized. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. Me personally, I have my radius at 15 miles and delivery fee at $60 per delivery, which to me, I feel like that's reasonable. I live fairly close to the airport, so most of the deliveries I do get are always at the airport. I live about 5 miles or less from the airport, so I just, that's fine. But if you live a little further from the airport, you might want to increase that 15 miles and up your price. It just depends on your market, your area, and things like that. So just do research on other cars and see what their delivery fees are, and you can kind of base it off of that in your area. Next, we have the trip preferences. I have all my vehicles on book instantly. When I first started, I didn't have the book instantly on. If you don't know what book instantly is basically when somebody goes to book your vehicle, they can either automatically confirm the booking and they have the vehicle like it's already confirmed, or if you don't have book instantly on, as I have, it will go to pending and then you have to personally approve the booking. When I first had book instantly off in the beginning, I did notice that a lot of people that were new to the platform will book the vehicle and then they will cancel the booking not knowing that I had to personally approve the booking. So they thought it was something wrong. So then they would go in and they would cancel the booking after, not knowing that I have to approve the book. For me, book instantly has worked perfectly, and that's what I keep mine on. And then advance notice. Advance notice is basically how far out someone can book your vehicle in the future. So I have mine at 2 hours because that works best for me. And I know some people say that it's not enough time to clean vehicles out, but the way I run my business, I clean the vehicle out as soon as it comes back from a trip, so I don't have to, hassle to do that. So that helps out a lot. Clean your vehicles as soon as they get back from trips. It will help you in the long run. Next we have trip buffer. Trip buffer is basically that gap between 2 trips. So my gap is 3 hours, which is the lowest I believe that you can have it. So you have 3 hours between trips. Car can't come back at 12 p.m. and then somebody else book a car at 1 p.m. Like you have to wait 3 hours before that next booking can come in. Shortest trip possible, I have mine at 2 days. I don't do 1 day or any because I don't think on the cars I have $55 a day, and on the plan that I am on, which is the 80 plan, I really don't think it's worth it to clean a vehicle, do all these things you have to do just to make, $40. Like, it's just not worth it. So I have mine on minimum 2-day bookings, and I have not noticed a shortage in bookings. Like most of my bookings are 2 days or longer. So that definitely helps out a lot. So 2-day bookings, I think, is a sweet spot. And then longest trip, obviously, I have mine at any, unless you have a personal vehicle that you're putting on Turo that you don't want to put out for long periods of time. Now, right here where it says custom location, this just is, if somebody books your vehicle as a delivery, you have the option to make it to where they can book instantly, or you have to approve that booking for that delivery. I do not have my book instantly toggled on because for deliveries, you kind of want to know where you got to take the vehicle and things like that before they can just confirm it and do it. So I make it to where for a delivery, I have to manually confirm and approve the booking. And then all the settings for this is pretty much the same. And then minimum weekend trip duration. I don't have this on, but you can put it on if you want, which just means if somebody books a vehicle for Friday, they have to book it for the whole entire weekend. They can't just book a vehicle for Friday and Saturday. But I don't do that because I already have the minimum 2-day booking, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference for me. I'm fine with it. So next we have extras. For my extras, I only have unlimited mileage and prepaid fuel, but I know a lot of people have other extras like car seats. I know some people offer GPS systems and all kind of different things like that, but I don't do all that. I just have the unlimited miles and the prepaid fuel, which for unlimited miles for me is $59 a day. I feel like that's reasonable for the vehicles that I have. And then the prepaid fuel varies on the vehicle that you have. For smaller sedans, you can charge a little bit lower, but if you have an SUV, it obviously would be more. What prepaid fuel is basically if they receive the car on a full tank, and when they return it, they can return it on any level. It could be completely on E, and it will be completely fine. So what you have to do to measure how much you put this price at will be to go to the car, go to the gas station, fill your car up from E and see how much that costs. And then whatever that costs, charge a couple more dollars extra. So in the worst case scenario, you can make a couple bucks, but most of the time people don't bring the car completely on E. And then next, we're gonna talk about distance included. So I know some individuals on Turo put their vehicles on unlimited distance. I do not recommend that at all because people will abuse that like crazy. I had one lady take a Ford Fusion all the way to Miami from Kentucky, then took it from Miami all the way to Michigan, and then back to Kentucky. She put like 3,000 3,000 miles on a vehicle in like a week, like that is horrible. So I do not recommend putting unlimited mileage on at all. So with that being said, I do put my vehicles on 250 miles a day. What I've noticed, that's like the sweet spot. It's not too low, not too high, so people still book the vehicle, and they should be fine. And then obviously, if they drive over that, you will get reimbursed for the additional mileage. That's said right here. The next category here is liability and vehicle protection. This is a subject that I have to go more in depth in on another video. It possibly might be the next video I drop. This can get kind of complicated if you're starting out on Turo, because I know when I first started, I was super confused and I didn't really understand it. It's self-explanatory, but you have to kind of outweigh the pros and cons of each plan and how it benefits you. If you have a certain amount of vehicles, it might be better for you to get on a higher or lower plan. So I'll make another video about this. It'll be the next video I drop, so stay tuned for that video if you're interested in what protection plan to pick for your vehicles. Obviously, as you see for this Kia Forte, I have it on the 75 plan. The reason I have it on the 75 plan is because this vehicle, if you know about Kias, they get broken into a lot. 75 plan, so I don't have to continuously pay to get vehicle repaired when people break into the vehicle. This vehicle has been broken into twice, so I kept it on the 75 plan for that reason. But as of right now, you can pick the plan that's best for you. They have the 60, 75, 80, 85, and 90 plan. You just pick whichever plan is best for you. Like I said, I'll drop a video going into these plans more in depth. And if you're interested, let me know. But with that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this video was extremely informational. I hope you've pulled a couple tips from this video to put in your own business to help you, 5X or 2X, double, triple your bookings, especially in slow seasons. But before I get out of here, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you have any video ideas, please drop those in the comments. And like I said, that's all I have, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.